Okay, so hello everyone. So today in this video, I will be talking about the modern age, which is considered to be one of the most important section or part of the history of English literature. So before any start, I would like to give you a small introduction about me. That my name is Atul Kumar, and I have done my graduation from Delhi University, and right now I am pursuing my PhD from Patna University, and I have cleared UGC NET in the month of December. Okay, so in this video my main purpose will be on the background of modern age, and so this is my very first video before you. So जो भी गलती सलती जो भी हो उस चीज़ के लिए माफ़ी, और मेक श्योर दैट वट एवर आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू, वट एवर आई एम जस्ट डिक्टेटिंग यू, just keep in your mind to focus each and every lines and do justice to my concepts or whatever. Okay, so before that I would like to give you a very brief descriptions of the modern age. That the modern age in literatures, which started around the late 1800 and lasted until mid 1900, was a time when writers broke away from older styles of writing. They tried new ways of telling stories and expressing ideas. Now the first thing, that instead of sticking to clear straightforward storytelling, modernist writers played around with how stories were told. Okay, and they used new things like stream of consciousness, where you see a character's thoughts in a jumbled unfiltered way. Since I have made these notes for you, and so I'm just reading the notes, so don't get confused, just be मतलब ध्यान दो जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ. ओके, सी, सो इंस्टेड ऑफ sticking to clear straightforward storytelling, modernist writers played around with how stories were told. They used things like stream of consciousness, where you see a character's thoughts in a jumbled unfiltered way to show what was going on inside their mind. Now the modernists were interested in exploring individual feelings and thoughts, often focusing on people feeling lost or unsure about what's about life's meaning. They didn't shy about they didn't shy away from criticizing society or questioning traditional beliefs. The period also saw a lot of change in cities and industries, which influenced the themes of many stories. Okay, writers showed how these changes affected people's life, sometimes making them feel disconnected or isolated in busy modern cities. There were some of the notable writers which are associated with the modern age, was like James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, T.S. Eliot, Franz Kafka, Marcel Proust, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Ernest Hemingway, William Faulkner, Catherine Mansfield, Ezra Pound, D.H. Lawrence, Gertrude Stein, Jean-Paul Sartre, Albert Camus, and the linguist Hughes. So these are the very important writers of the modern age. So one by one, suppose James Joyce. James Joyce was known for his experimental style, and he published the very notable and renowned works like Ulysses and Dubliners. In Virginia Woolf, who is known for her concept of a stream of consciousness, and which we can see in novels of Mrs. Dalloway, or to the lighthouse. Okay, T.S. Eliot, who was very known modernist writer, who is known for his Wasteland, the poem Wasteland, and the Four Quatrains. Franz Kafka, who is known for his surreal and existential works such as The Trial and The Metamorphosis. Marcel Proust, a great author who is known for his work of remembrance in the things past, remembrance to the things past, or in search of the lost time. And Ernest Hemingway is notable for his concise prose novels like the Old Man and the Sea, and A Farewell to Arms. So these are the very important works of Ernest Hemingway. Okay, so before that, I would like to recommend a very beautiful book by Pramod Khanna. This book is very important because where you can have the timeline, where in the left side you can have the historical and social events, and on the other side you can have the literary events, so that it will be easy for you to understand that what was actually happening during the historical period. And at that time, the active writers or the novelists who were writing on the different concepts, like I will just give you an example, that in the year 1891, for the very first time, London Paris telephone system opened. So during the year of 1891, they wrote many various literary works. Suppose Thomas Hardy, who wrote Jude the Obscure, the Oscar Wilde, who wrote about the importance of being earnest, which was written in the year 1895, and Joseph Conrad, one of the greatest Polish writers, who wrote about the Heart of Darkness in the year 1891. So the same thing, suppose in the year 1904, Abbey Theatre founded in Dublin. So during the year of 1901, there were various works that have been published during that period of time. Suppose like Kipling, Rudyard Kipling, who wrote Keats, and in the year the very important part of the modern age, with the World War One begins, which was in the year 1914. So during this period of time, there were lots of writers who wrote various notable works, like James Joyce, who wrote Dubliners. Maybe my pronunciation not good, but James Joyce wrote Dubliners. D.H. Lawrence, who wrote Sons and Lovers, and James Joyce, who wrote Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, which was published in the year 1916, and T.S. Eliot, who wrote Poor Folk. Okay, so suppose Marcel Proust and Ernest Hemingway, who is known for this particular, and William Faulkner, who is known for his work like The Sound and Fury, and as a Lay Dying. D.H. Lawrence, Gertrude Stein, Albert Camus, a prominent figure of Harlem Renaissance, known for his poetry and essays exploring African American identity and experiences. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the important characteristics of this particular period of time, that is modern era. So now the talking about some of the important characteristics of the modern age. So the modern age in literature and culture refers to the period of significant transformation and upheaval that occurred roughly from the late 19th century and the mid 20th century. Now talking about the background and key aspects of this particular era. First, the very important part, that is industrialization and urbanization. So make sure to write down this point, that industrialization and urbanization. So the late 19th century saw rapid industrialization and urbanization in Europe and North America. This led to profound social change as people moved from rural areas to cities, creating new social dynamics and challenges. And scientific and technological advances in science and technology, such as the theories of Charles Darwin, Freud, Einstein, challenged traditional beliefs and perceptions of the world. These new ideas influenced literature by encouraging writers to explore the complexities of human psychology, the nature of reality, and the role of individual in a rapidly changing society. And the third point is the global conflicts and instability, or global conflicts or instability, which led to the first World War. And the modern age was marked by significant global conflicts, including World War I and World War II, which had a profound impact on society, culture, and individuals. These wars shattered illusions of progress and instability, leading to disillusionment and sense of existential crisis. Okay, so and the fourth point is that intellectual and cultural movements. The modern age was characterized by a rejection of established norms and traditions. Intellectual movement, जैसे कि existentialism, surrealism, psychoanalysis emerged, challenging traditional values and exploring new ways of understanding human experience. And the shift of political ideologies, the rise of political ideologies such as Marxism, feudalism, fascism, nationalism, influenced literature and art as writers and artists grappled with questions of power, ideology and social justice. And now urban culture and mass media, where the growth of cities and expansion of mass media like newspapers, magazines and later radio and cinema brought new forms of communications and entertainment, shaping cultural identities and influencing artistic expression. So, and also there were culture diversity and globalization, obviously that increasing cultural change and globalization brought diverse perspectives in literary and artistic movements. Writers and artists were exposed to new ideas, traditions and artistic styles from around the world, contributing to a rich tapestry of creative expression. Since this is for the very first time, so I am just I'm just taking the help from whatever I have made the notes for you guys, or for my own purpose, for the revision purpose, because maybe I have to I have to be the part of interview in many of the colleges. So for that teaching skills should be very important. And क्या मैं बोल रहा हूँ मुझे कुछ नहीं पता. Okay, so that's it for the today, and maybe you will not like this video, but okay, this is for the very first time, so that's why I'm just using the help from these particular things, and just I'm simply ये video simply क्या है, I'm just reading all the important point, but whatever I have just read is very important. And if you will get all the transcript or whatever I have just told you, it will be very helpful for you. So make sure to get all the transcript, means whatever I'm just saying, just go and download or get it print out, okay, and read it once, twice, thrice, and you will definitely going to get very remarkable results. Okay, so just थोड़ा सा trust रखो, and this is for the very first time, and I just promise you that if I would make my 10th or 12th or 15th videos on YouTube regarding the educational or any kind of topic, so मेरा जो है बेटर ही होगा, इससे तो खैर बेटर है. सो ओके, सो थैंक यू वंस अगेन. सो ओके, मैं अब रखता हूँ.